this might have been one of the items that jumped in my cart. You know, again, Brenda, it is your fault. Hello, my friends. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is actually the second video I filmed, and I didn't think I was going to feel well enough to do it, but I did it. I had to go out today. As a matter of fact, I filmed this look that I'm wearing because I did a drugstore get ready with me. Hopefully I'm going to get that one up first because that was requested. There I go off on a tangent again. I'm so glad you're here, my friends. I went out and did the shopping that I needed to do, and that whole thing was explained in that video. And I felt decent. And I felt so decent that I actually stopped at Marshall's because it was the next store over, and I wasn't sure if I was going to feel well enough to do it. And I was so happy that I was able to get through my shopping at the supermarket and the pet store that I said, I deserve a trip to Marshall's, and I am so mad. Why don't I just take my camera with me everywhere I go? I should do that because they had so much good stuff at Marshall's. It's the Marshall's shoe shop, so they didn't have clothing, which is probably a really good idea. They had shoes and some houseware stuff that you might find at, you know, the regular TJ Maxx's or Marshall's and Home Goods, but they had a ton of shoes, obviously, and yes, I did get some of those. But I wish I could have filmed or taken pictures. I just ordered my new phone. Alright, this intro is ridiculously long. I'm sorry. But anyway, I just ordered a new phone because mine is going on 5 years old, and I just keep running out of memory, and it keeps wanting to update so often that it's ridiculous. So I pre-ordered it and was able to save like $400 on the phone by pre-ordering it. So I'm waiting for that to come, and then I might be able to at least take more pictures on my phone without having to delete a whole bunch of other stuff. Again, the explanations. Anyway, who's interested in seeing what I got? Here's the thing. I'm going to blame someone. Her name is Brenda. She's my wonderful friend from work, and she watches my videos. So hi Brenda, how are you? I was on the phone with her and chatting, and I'm walking around Marshall's and just telling her everything that I found. And as I told her everything that I found, I'm just throwing it into my cart. And some of them jumped in by themselves. I will tell you that things jumped off the shelves into my cart, and I had absolutely no control over it. And that is what I will continue to tell myself to make myself feel better. I really didn't do too badly financially wise, and I was surprised when I saw the amount that came up with the checkout counter because there are a lot of things on clearance too. Should we just go over it, and maybe I should stop talking and not do 5-minute intros? Yes, that is what we're gonna do. Okay, so the first thing I did was I bought 2 more bags. You can't have enough of the bags, you know? I bought 3 pairs of shoes. They were clearanced except for one of them. So this is from Bamboo. Again, I am not a person who really cares about the brand name. If it's good and I like it, I'm going to get it. Anyway, I wear a size 6 to a 6.5 depending upon the type of shoe that I get. And usually in boots, I wear a 6.5, sometimes a 7 if they're really small. There was a pair of snow boots that I wanted, but they were 6 and they hurt like they were immediately tied on my feet, and I didn't have thick socks, and I was like, even though they were in clearance, I'm not going to get them. Anyway, I saw these and I was telling Brenda on the phone about the amount of fuzzy shoes that they have come out with. You know I have a thing for fuzzy. I think several of you share that obsession with me. Can you not? I mean, just, I don't have words. Now, I normally cannot wear a shoe like this, but I did put them on in the store, and I walked around and I felt fairly secure. And the reason I think I felt secure is because it has this rather tight but not uncomfortable elastic band that's going to hold it to my foot. Because of my MS and balance issues, I can no longer wear flip-flops or open flappy back shoes or anything because my balance, my feet will just fall off of them. But I felt fairly secure. They had so many styles. This is a thing now. I know UGG makes them, but I'm not about to drop the $100-something on those just because they're UGGs. Who cares? Look at the cuteness factor. The sparkliness, like, spoke to me, and the fuzziness spoke to me. Now, I'm sure that I will at least have 1 or more kittens trying to steal this from me. I'm prepared for that, and I may share it with them, but not so often. And I love. They are open toe. You can't tell because of the Baxter color fur, but they are open-toed, and I guess you're supposed to wear them in the summer, but why would you want to wear fur in the summer? I don't know the logic behind them. All I know is that, let me tell you the price again here, wait. They were $14.99, and the cuteness factor spoke to me. Therefore, they came home with me. This might have been one of the items that jumped in my cart. You know, again, Brenda, it is your fault. Just throwing it out there because she told me that I deserved to go shopping. Yeah. I'll show you one more pair of shoes, and then I am going to go over some of the other things that I bought. This is from a company called Mia. Again, not a clue. These are actually a 6.5 because these are boots. These look like just really nice, I don't know if you want to call them combat boots, but they looked good and strong and comfortable and sturdy. And I don't have a pair of black like this. I have a pair of Skechers that is in like the tan, like rawhide kind of, rawhide? I don't know the word, but I'm pretty sure rawhide is not the terminology. Anyway, I've had those for several years. They're all cracked and everything, so I really want another pair. And I liked the padded collar over here because I hate when my ankles are cold. I can walk outside in just a sweatshirt in 20-degree weather and be okay. But if my ankles are cold, I get very mad. So these I had to get a 6.5, as I said, because I know that I'd be wearing thicker socks with it, and I don't want them to hurt my feet. So these were really nice, and they were on clearance for $12. $12. So I really like them. I cannot wait to wear them to work, because this is all the kind of shoes that I've been wearing to work lately. All of my heels are going bye-bye. Selling them on Poshmark. Donating others. You know. I needed some new face masks. I ordered a couple from Etsy because I like supporting the people who are making themselves. But until they come, I wanted to pick up some more. I wash my face masks every single day, and sometimes I change throughout the day. If I sneeze in my mask, I'm changing that mask. So I always keep a handful of them everywhere. And you know, after washing them over and over and over again, they're starting to get a little bit cruddy and stretched out and just not conforming to my face the way I needed them to. So these are from DKNY. That's not why I picked them up. I picked them up because there are 5 masks for a clearance price of $6. I think originally it says that they were $15. That's what I think I can see underneath there. These are adjustable, and they have the ear loops. I do like the adjustable because, you know, not everyone's face is the same. And I think that's a good idea that they're not, or else we'd be clones, and that would just not be pretty. They had several different styles, but I thought that these were nice. They're a lightweight material. They feel quite soft, and who else has the problem that the masks will tickle your nose, and there's some fabrics that I just cannot wear. So the light ones always get really dirty and stained. That's okay though. They do have a pocket for a filter. I just bought some filters on Amazon, so I will be putting the filters in here because these are a little bit thin. Well, no, you know, I really can't see through. Just the light comes through. They have the adjustable loops here, which again I really like. Oh, they look like they're going to fit really, really well. I wash them all first before I wear them. Oh, I just realized they also have the nose wire, which is something I need. My masks will always fall down beneath my nose. That's fabulous. That's a pretty blue floral. This is another pretty blue one. They had like a camouflage and other things, but these colors just spoke to me. This is more of like a tie-dye. And here's just another pretty blue. I just really like them. They look like they're going to be good. So can't wait to wash them, and then I'll have a whole bunch ready to go. And then I sent a picture to Brenda because they had them all on clearance. Now, first you couldn't get masks and hand sanitizer, and now all that stuff is clearanced out. It blows my mind. But I picked her up a pair too, which is a cute little, it looks like my checkered shirt that I wear, like a little lumberjack shirt. And these look really nice. These come with the filters. These were on clearance for $4, and you get 2 masks. So you're not going to believe what I bought. Yes, you are going to believe what I bought. I take that back. But they were clearanced out, and I don't care that they have reindeer on them. Who's looking at my socks right now? They're underneath my pants. And there are 2 pairs of, oh, these are the Cuddle Duds. I like Cuddle Duds, and they're called Plushful. They were $3.50 for the 2 pairs, and these, as I said, one is a reindeer. They are so soft, feel warm and cozy, and for $3.50 for the 2 pairs. Yes, I bought more socks. I'm waiting. Let the comments come. I know I have a sock problem. I'm going to start a support group. Anyone who also wants to join the support group, let me know. We are having a snowstorm starting. Oh yeah, it's starting. Starting very shortly, and I will be wearing these, going out, shoveling that snow. They had so many perfumes. I have to say the store was empty, number one, which was fabulous, and number two, it was really quite well organized. I was rather impressed. I don't stop at that one often because it's a completely different direction than I would normally go to things. But I saw so many perfumes that I wanted, but this one, when I read the notes, it got me. It's from Laura Mercier, and I didn't even know that Laura Mercier had perfumes. Were you guys aware? Maybe I've been living under a rock. I'm not sure.
Yes. Yes, I have been living under a rock.
So anyway, it was $16.99. If I can find the prices, I'm going to put them on the screen, of course. It's an eau de toilette. I don't care. It doesn't smell like the toilet. It is amber vanilla. Vanilla. You know my obsession with vanilla. It's a very pretty bottle. Definitely worth more than $16.99. I'm wearing black opium right now, but let's see. Ooh, it's a warm and spicy scent. It's definitely that warm, wintry fragrance, and I like it. I'm so glad that I like it. If not, I have plenty of people that I know I could give it to, but I really, really like it. So that one could be one of the things that jumped into my bag, you know, the cart too. It's possible. It happens. Has that ever happened to you? Have things just magically, accidentally fallen into your cart and then you have no choice but to purchase them? I can tell you, once I got to the register, I did tell her I didn't want a couple of things. There was an e.l.f. brush set, the one that came out for Christmas, and it was $10, and it's like, I really don't need it, so I put that back. And then there was a set from Marc Jacobs that also came out for the holidays. It was the bronzer and the cream highlighter, and I think something else. Is like, I really don't use the liquid or the cream highlighters. I would like the bronzer, but that was $30, and so I put that back. So I gave up a couple of things. These are all on the bottom shelf. I really do enjoy, or I should say I have been enjoying, the Dr. Jart masks. They are very expensive when they are not at Marshall's. Now these themselves were $12.99. You are getting 5 masks, and I think normally they're like $8, $9, or $10 per mask. So to get the box of them, I thought was great. This one is Vital Hydra Solution. And this is one that they suggest you wear for 20 minutes. It has some panthenol, betaine, hyaluronic acid. Moisture is what I definitely need for my skin these days, so I was very happy about that. All of these were the same price of $12.99 for the 5 masks. This one is a ceramidin facial barrier mask. These also have nice little happy ingredients that make my skin very happy. And then the last box that I bought was the Soothing Hydra Solution. I have been using my masks more often because I noticed that my skin was suffering and looking a bit dull, so I had, been a little bit lazy at night and not been doing it. But now, if I sit down to edit, I'll throw a mask on, or just trying to do them as much as possible. I picked up another 2-pack of my Dove. This is the Fresh scent, and the pack was $3.99. I've been using the gel ones. I think it was Degree. It's like a cold gel, and you have to twist it up and it comes through the little holes. But honestly, I don't like the texture. I put it on and I always jump when I do it, and then I always feel like it stays wet underneath my arms and it's not pleasant. But this one is in, as I said, the Fresh scent. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, this smells awesome. It's like a beautiful, really nice baby powder but sweet scent to it. I did go a little bit crazy on the eyeshadow palettes. Again, Brenda, your fault. I admit that I saw these on another TJ Maxx video that I just happened to be watching and listening to. But these are from Cara Beauty. I've tried a couple of Cara Beauty palettes, and I tried a more neutrally one, so it didn't excite me that tremendously, but I did like the shadows. And then I saw that she had all of these new ones with beautiful packaging, different than I had ever seen, and they were only $6.99 a piece. I know, and I didn't need them, and I have to do my declutter video. We know this. This one is the Flower After Hours. The artwork is gorgeous. It does show you the color story on the back. Of course, I checked them to make sure that no little paws had been in them. It has the cardboard packaging. They do tell you the names on the back. Do not expect me to read them. Not going to occur. It does come with a mirror. Fairly nice mirror. And the color story is very bright, but it also had enough neutrals to balance it out. Now, I haven't stuck my little paws in it as of yet, so let's try. Of course, I'm leaning towards the pinks and the purples, but I think you can make so many eye looks because it's not just a pop of a color. I can do a green look, I can do a pink purple, then I can do a bronzy gold. I like that in palettes. The shadows feel so soft and a little bit of grit. I think I've finally come up with a term that I can use to describe the different textures of the shimmers and metallics. These feel not the most intense, but they feel like they have some substance to them. That's beautiful. Let's try a few of her mattes. I do want to try this green. The mattes feel so very, very soft. There are two more. So I will tell you that this purple shimmer felt very nice. The green, although it felt soft, it did go on powdery on my hand, so I can't judge it until I get it on the eyes. Let's try the black because that is always important to me. Okay, it's in between. Wow, look at that. It's in between powdery and soft, but the intensity of that on my hand at least is amazing. Wowee. And let's just try two more because I love these shades as well. As you can see, I'm wearing oranges and greens on my eyes today. The red was a little powdery, a little bit more powdery than that orange next to it, but again, I will not judge until they go on the eyeballs. Okay, wow, this is with the makeup wipe. I'd say they have some staying powder, wouldn't you? Powder? Power. This does not want to come off. But I'm very excited to try that because when I look at it, it's not a confusing palette to me. I like the way the colors are grouped in that I can look at it and say, okay, I'm going to go with this color story today, and or you can mix it up and if you want. This one, again, the artwork is stunning. This is calling Life of the Fiesta. This is calling. Wordy bits today. Wordy today. Every day. Absolutely gorgeous. Color story on the back. This is more of a green palette. Oh, this one does have some pressed glitters in it. Even though it looks predominantly green, which I think these are some of the greens that I can actually get some good use out of. You can go with a neutral color story or purple color story. I actually think I would go with these in rows. If you look at each row, it's telling a different story. And I think that's how I'm going to try this. Maybe 5 looks with the one palette. Let's try the pressed glitters and see how they are. They don't feel too jellyish. They adhere to my finger quite well. So they have a little bit of tack. I would still use glitter glue with them because it's, to me, it's just the safest way to ensure that you're not going to get glitter all over your face. Unless you want glitter all over your face. Look at that fuchsia glitter. Ooh, baby, that is so pretty. See if you can get a good, yeah, there we go. This teal color is really calling my name. This one feels quite powdery. And yet this chocolate brown feels smooth. Okay, a little patchy. But again, we will see. That teal color I think would go nicely with my sweater, as a matter of fact, or my other teal colored fuzzy sweater. Oh, I was trying to match, you know. Let's just try this greenish gold shimmer. This one feels like a topper. You can immediately tell when you put your finger in it. It applies strongly, but the texture is that of a topper. This is also a palette that I'm looking at the color story and I'm saying, I think I know what I will do. And I really appreciate that because I've mentioned it before. especially in the mornings. I don't want to struggle looking at a palette and going, what do I do? I just don't want to have to think that hard. My brain hurts. So now you can see the difference maybe in the ingredients and the shadows, and that these wiped off much easier than the others. Now this was great. I didn't have to check this one because it was shrink wrapped. Hopefully it's not broken now. If it is, I'll just bring it back. This one is actually a face and an eye palette. Who does her artwork? So stunning. Oh, it looks like a magazine cover. That's really, really cute. This is a much more neutral color story, and I was very excited because it still looks like it has some pretty shimmers and glitters maybe. This one has a completely different texture. This is the soft matte. I don't know why, but I will always use NARS as the reference for that texture of it. I don't know what the actual name of the palette is, but it says like Poetry of Love on it. I don't know. This also has a mirror, which is kind of cute, the way it opens and has the mirror. This might be more of a palette for an everyday person who doesn't like super bright colors, but they want to be just a little bit adventurous, and has a very prettily colored blush. And this one also has the names on it. Fabulousness. It also has them on the back in case you're interested. Standard texture of blush, and the highlighter feels quite nice. They both applied nicely. They're light, but they're creamy. So I'm thinking that you'll be able to build them up. Now this one definitely has at least one pressed glitter. Yes, most definitely. And this one, oh, this is a pressed glitter too, but it's slightly different texture. Wow, okay, this one here, the first pressed glitter, that feels like it's going to stay in place. It has that adherent texture to it. This feels more like not a loose glitter, but one that you have to use glitter glue on, but they both feel really nice. I am intrigued by this up here. Those are the two mattes. They swatched okay. They didn't feel overly powdery, but they didn't feel buttery soft as well. But I'm going to be excited to try them. Let me try one actual shimmer. Beautiful shimmer, gorgeous texture. I think just the right texture to it. I'm excited about this one, and I like that it has the blush and the bronzer as well. Two more makeup products, and then one last pair of shoes. I only found one of these. This is the Cover FX Crystal Infused Elixir Mix. Like, I don't have enough setting sprays, but I am going through them quite quickly. This was only $5.99. It looks like the smaller version of it because you're getting 2 fluid ounces. If my memory serves me correctly, I did enjoy this when I had it. It says Rose Quartz. It's not going to smell like rose. They're just talking about the gemstone. Let's just test the sprayer out first. Oh, nice sprayer. All right, it has a little bit of a rose smell. Thank goodness it's not overwhelming. Beautiful sprayer on it. That is the one thing that I do remember about the Cover FX mist, is that they have a beautiful sprayer. Did not splotch me. I don't have lipstick on my teeth. What a freaking miracle. So for $5.99, and I'm sure that this probably goes for at least $15 or $20. Okay, now I picked this up. I didn't think I was going to get it, and then I saw what it was, and I just mentioned in my other video that I was out of my favorite Lash Paradise eyelash primer.
Yeah, that's the right word.
This is the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer. I think I've gotten maybe a mini of the mascara. I've heard wonderful things about it. This was only $7.99. Again, I will be looking up the prices to show you what the retail is. This was so heavy, I couldn't believe that it was a mascara or a mascara primer. And holy heftiness, Batman. Wow, that's heavy. It's metal, it's heavy, and this is textured. All right, this is an odd thing to compare it to, but it feels like the handle grip of a gun. I know that sounds crazy. Okay, it's got a pretty standard wand to it. I am so excited to try this. Granted, I will still go back to my less expensive L'Oreal, but for the $7.99, which is about what the L'Oreal costs me, if I can use a nice high-end one that works, yay me. And the last thing I got because A, they were adorable, B, they were on clearance, and C, they were super duper comfortable and cute. I mentioned that already, didn't I? from the company Bamboo. Didn't I get another pair of things from... You know, I did not even realize that the black combat boots that I bought were also from Bamboo. So, look at these little guys. They have like a Sherpa. It's not super fuzzy, and that's fine, but it is going to be warm. This is a suede outside, a nice thick heel, and they're sturdy with the ties, and I like when they have these little grommets here that are flexible and move because you can adjust it. These were on clearance for $16, and I think it says they were originally $24 or $34. They are in size 6. They fit me, as I said, so beautifully, and I walked around the store and I just absolutely love them. I cannot wait to wear these too. Obviously I won't be wearing these in the snow. I don't want to ruin them, but even the bottom is like really grippy, really sturdy. I guess they're hiking boots, but I like them. And you know, to pay that price for shoes, I think it's amazing. So that is the end of my haul, and it cost me honestly a little over $100. Now obviously that's a lot of money to a lot of people, but again, I was surprised when I went up to the register and it rung up for that, because I just expect to be so much more, because I just said I'm treating myself today, and I just needed to. Things have been really stressful, really hard. I've just been feeling so... I talked about it all in the video. I'm getting frustrated and I'm getting depressed, and I don't want to be that way. Not that shopping makes it go away, but treating yourself does a little bit. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and sharing my goodies with me. Let me know, have you seen or tried these palettes? Because I am so excited about them. I know I haven't done very many looks with a lot of the palettes. I'm trying to catch up with them. But of course, if you want to see anything, I'd be happy to do it. It'll go in the queue. I hope you guys are staying healthy, staying well. As I said, we're getting a snowstorm. If you are, I don't know, I think it's traveled across the country at this part, but if it's affecting you, affecting you, or you're going through it, whatever, please take care of yourselves and stay safe. So please know how much I love you and appreciate every single one of you. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, because it really does help. And of course, my friends, whatever part of the world you're in and around, I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you're having an amazing week coming up. I will see you really, really soon. Love you guys. Bye.